What's up, Vibers? This is part 4 of the separation series, the separation that didn't. I'm Allie.
I'm Matt.
And this part is about where are we now. If you have not watched parts 1 through 3, please go back and watch those. If you're new here, hey, what's up? I'm Allie, and on my channel we talk about real life in the realest way possible. So we've come a long way from where we were 6 months ago. So
even 3 months ago.
I mean, yeah, even 1 month ago. I mean, honestly, things are a lot different now than they used to be. We are choosing each other in a way that doesn't feel forced. Where before, when we were going to therapy, everything did feel forced. I mean, we'd always be like, well, I feel like you're XYZ. Or it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the therapy scripts are terrible.
Yeah, it was, that's a big reason why it might be a hot take, but the couples therapy did not work for us. The couples therapy did nothing for us. The individual therapy did more for us than the couples therapy ever could. The having time apart to work on our own shit did more for us than couples therapy ever could.
Yeah, if anything, the couples therapy, it's like, it's so cliche, and that's so rating is the word I think I'm looking for. If you start a conversation off in that clinical way where it's like, when you do this, it's just like,
and like the other person is just going to be like, oh my God, here we go. I'm not saying it hasn't helped anybody. I'm sure that it's helped a ton of people. That did nothing.
It's not us. That's not us, baby. That's not, I mean,
the apartment is what became our reset button. It became neutral ground. It became a place where we were able to come and date again without having kids up our ass 24/7. And really the biggest reason that we are here today and didn't actually end up getting divorced is because of this apartment. Did you expect it to help this much?
No.
Yeah.
No, it scared me to death. I thought it was the final wedge, you know, in our relationship that would push us completely apart.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how we needed to be in our own spaces for a little while to bring us back together.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and I mean, the apartment became a place for us to go together. Like, we could get a babysitter, or when my mom was there, she could hang out with the kids, and we could literally just come down the road and come to the apartment, and we could watch our favorite shows. We could DoorDash and work on a puzzle or something we like to do together. We were able to have conversations uninterrupted. And really, at the end of the day, I think that's what we needed and didn't have for so long. And it just really exacerbated any other resentments or frustrations or whatever else that was leading up to the separation. So what brought us back together was this apartment, more than anything.
Yeah, we both needed space. It was hard for me to realize that that's what we needed, you know, and that's why I was so scared about it. I didn't realize it was genuinely what was going to help us.
And I mean, who was right again?
You were right.
I was. Thank you.
I don't have a problem saying that. You're right.
And really, it kind of felt like we were dating again.
Yeah.
I could be like, hey, you want to come over? You want to come over and watch a movie? Or like even tonight. Tonight, we just got back from a date. And he came and picked me up. And I was like, you're going to pick me up at my place? And he did. He came and picked me up. I got ready here. And we went on the date. And then we came back. And now we're doing this. And we wouldn't have been able to do that without this space.
Yeah. Because, I mean, being able to go out and have dinner and then come here and not immediately be overwhelmed is huge for us, because we can have a conversation about how the night went. We can have a conversation we can continue the conversation from dinner. You know,
we could do this.
Yeah, it's hard to do that when we're at home.
Yeah, and that's not to say that we hate being there. It's not to say we don't love hanging out with our kids. We do, but parents need time too.
Yeah.
With each other in order to keep
the spark.
Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody always says that, like, you need to make sure that they're your number one and you're focusing on tending that garden and
keep dating your partner.
Yeah, that sounds cliche, but it isn't.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Absolutely.
Happy life.
As much as we say we love the apartment, we do. We know that us having this separate living space is not feasible for forever. I know that I can't live here for forever as much as I wish that I could sometimes. I know that reintegration is something that is inevitable. I will be moving back into the house full time, but there are things that need to happen first in order for that to be the next step. So there are some space situations that we need to like kind of move things around. We need to get rid of a lot of things. Clutter is a real problem.
With the kids and stuff, they accumulate a lot of stuff, and you hate to throw stuff away, but then it all just keeps building and building until you look at the space that you're living in one day, and you're like, good Lord, like what is all this crap? It seems so overwhelming, and then that's just part of the snowball of like your mental health taking a dive, and no matter what you're going through, a clean space will help you.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to bring yourself to do it. And if you're so overwhelmed that you can't do it, then it's just builds on top of itself.
Yeah. And I'm staying there most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I basically come here to get ready for work in the morning. I come here after work to decompress for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we come here to do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some things that we're nervous about moving forward, because we're in a good place now and we don't want it to slide back into a bad place. So some things that I'm nervous about are falling back into those old habits, falling back into those old routines of being like, yeah, we're going to have date night once a week and then just never doing that. Mm-hmm. Or being in like a honeymoon phase again where we're like, I'm so in love, I'm so happy, just for it to fall back to the way that it was. Like I'm really nervous that it's going to get back to a place like that.
Mm-hmm. Same. I mean, you can talk about it all day about how you're going to change, but if you're not implementing the change and staying on top of it, you're just going to fall right back into it.
I feel like we're both kind of nervous about that, but I think that we have some good things in place to make sure that that doesn't happen, like having a babysitter in addition to grandma, making sure that we are doing a date night at least once a week, making sure that we're having time alone, because that was a huge thing for me, like making sure that I have time alone every single day. Like it doesn't need to be hours a day or anything, but I need to have some time by myself every single day.
That time getting home from work, like to decompress from
it's huge. It's very important to me.
Asking for what we need, asking for alone time when we need it, and even if we feel guilty about it, it's still important and it's still needed, because if neither one of us are getting alone time, we're not going to be good separately, and we're not going to be good together, and it's not good for anyone.
Yeah. And I almost feel like everybody does need alone time in some way, shape, or form, and are either not asking for it or are not talking about how they're taking it. Because I never felt like I could ask for it.
Yeah.
And nobody made me, like, he never made me feel like I couldn't ask for it. I just, in my head, told myself that I couldn't ask for it. And that's something that I needed more than anything in this separation has really taught me that is a non-negotiable. Having a set amount of alone time is a non-negotiable, because I am not going to be good if I don't get it.
Yeah. And me knowing that, sometimes I know that she's not going to ask for it always, so I've got to be observing, which I'm not great at sometimes, but when I see her struggling, I'm trying to be more vocal about, hey, you look like you're struggling, you might need some alone time, please don't feel guilty about it, because I know she's going to feel guilty about it, taking it, because that's what we're trained to feel in those situations. But I've just got to make sure that she knows that it's okay and that she can do that, and nobody's going to be mad at her, and nobody's going to be upset with her for needing some alone time.
This feels like a good time to take a second and remind you to like and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this series, or if you're interested in motherhood or parenting and marriage and just having real honest conversations. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come back next week when I talk about my weekly habits that I'm implementing to get out of burnout and stay out of burnout. Welcome back. This has been a really interesting journey, because I never thought that I would be talking publicly about anything, let alone how I almost got divorced. So it's worth noting that this has helped me in unexpected ways. Being able to talk about it with you guys, seeing the response from that, having people message me and be like, wow, I really love watching these. It really made me feel less alone, and I love the honesty. It has made me feel really good. I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm really glad that it's resonating. I had a lot of fear doing this, fear of judgment.
Oh, yeah.
fear of judgment from people in our lives, like people that we know, friends or family, seeing this. We come from families that don't really talk about stuff.
Yeah.
They just don't talk about things with each other or anyone. So talking about this in a public way to help other people feel seen has felt very like uncomfortable. If you want to do something but it makes you feel scared, that's kind of my indication that I have to do it.
Yeah.
You need to feel the fear and then just do it anyway. That's kind of my definition of bravery. So it's taken a lot of bravery to do this, and I'm glad that it's resonating with people, and I'm glad that we kind of moved past that fear of judgment.
Yeah, it was tough for me when you started and doing it on by yourself and letting people in. It's really tough for me to sit in front of a camera and talk about stuff like this because years ago it made me uncomfortable talking about my feelings with you. You know, and it's taken a lot for me to get out of that, and to do this is extremely uncomfortable. But like you said, doing things that are uncomfortable helps you grow.
Yeah.
And that's part of what we're here for. And I want our kids to be able to feel comfortable talking about how they feel, first of all with us and with each other. And then I don't want them to feel as uncomfortable as I do talking about their feelings with other people in their lives, because you lose a lot of connection with people when you don't open up. And I know that like a lot of the relationships in my life would have been better had I been more vulnerable and been able to open up. Our relationship would have been a lot better from the start if I'd been more willing to be uncomfortable a little bit and step out of that comfort zone and talk about stuff. Because if you don't open up and talk about things, how can people help you?
Yeah.
You've
grown a lot in that way. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
When it comes to talking about stuff and just being open. And I know that's hard, so I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thanks. I'm proud of you too for putting things out there. And it takes a lot of bravery to do what you're doing.
Thanks.
And I appreciate that about you.
Thanks. Yeah, so this has helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there like this, and I hope it helps others. Really, that's the reason why I've put it out, is to help others, because I know a lot of people go through stuff like this. And a lot of the stuff that I have planned for this channel, I know a lot of people go through and just don't talk about. So I hope, if anything, if nothing, that I just make some people feel seen. If there's one thing that you take away from this series, always trust your gut. If your gut's telling you, I need a break, I need some space, even though you know that your partner's family or your friends or their friends are going to be like, what do you do? Like, what do you mean? Ignore that noise. If you take anything away from this, ignore all the noise and trust your gut. If you know that that's what's going to help you, then do it.
Everybody's going to have an opinion on it. Nobody's going to understand it.
But it's not their life. It's yours.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Everybody's relationship is different. Do what you feel like you need to do.
Yeah, and don't let other people's opinions run your life. Because at the end of the day, it's not their life, it's your life.
Yep.
Trust your gut. If you take anything away from this, please take that. If you have not yet, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for following this journey. Thank you guys for being here and being a part of it. I really appreciate every single one of you. I am still at the very beginning of this journey. So anytime I see a new subscriber, I'm just
over the moon
about it. And every time I see somebody comment or engage in any way, I'm just over the freaking moon about it. So if you please please subscribe, please comment. I'm going to start featuring my favorite comments at the end of every video. So please comment and get your comment featured on the next video. Whether you're in a relationship that's struggling, whether you're separated, whether you're divorced, whether you're happily married, I hope that this series made you feel seen in some way. And if this series made even one person feel seen in some way, then I'm happy. Then I've done what I set out to do. This is the beginning of a beautiful journey with my Vibers. This is the first long form video series that I've done with you guys. So the ones that have been here since the beginning, thank you so much. OGs, love you. Next Friday is going to be the 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening that I take just for myself to keep myself out of burnout. So please come back for that. And thanks for walking this journey with me. See you next week. Bye.